this is still a small platform. So I see like some of these crazy comments that come in, and like some of the comments are crazy, like they're negative. And I'm just like, to me, I just see him and it's just nothing. I just see him, whatever. If it's a serious, like just a disagreement type of thing, then I can respond to that. But if something is just like, yo, this is the worst channel ever, like I don't care about that, right? But I see a lot of people, and I see people, especially at bigger platforms, at much bigger platforms, and I'm like, why do they spend so much time responding to those like few negative comments? But I know it has to be a lot more, because if my platform is small and if 1 or 2% of them are negative, so if you get a 10,000 comments and 1 or 2% are negative, that's still a lot of comments, a lot of negative comments. But you know how many positive comments you got to scroll past to find these negative comments? We know that some of these social media platforms are promoting the negative comments to the top so everybody can see it. We get it. But you as the creator, though, why do you take it on so much? Like, why are we as creators internalizing that negativity? It's not a creators thing. It's really everybody thing, because humans just as a whole, we just internalize negativity so much more than we internalize positivity. And let's get into that more, right? So if let's say your parents did something to you bad, like they whooped you one day, but then every other day it was great, right? You're going to hold on to the whooping way like that some of y'all call spanking, whatever, that ass whooping. You're going to hold on to that way more than you're going to hold on to them giving you everything you wanted on all these other days. And we justify that. We like, nah, but I don't care if you did all this other good stuff. You did that bad thing that one time. And that's just how humans work. And it's like, why do we work like that though? Like, what is that about? Why are people so much more comfortable in conflict than in just saying, like, okay, I get it. I didn't like that happened, but these other things outweigh it. Personally, for me, positivity is going to outweigh negativity, right? So a lot of times people have problems with me. They feel like, yo, I always make excuses for black people. When black people do bullshit, I always just, I find the better side of it. That's because that's how I am with everything though. I'm going to look at the more positive side of whatever the situation is, because that's what I lean towards. People think I'm crazy for doing that, because I don't extend that I extend that to black people. See, other people want to extend it to everything else but black people. They give grace to everything but black people. I want to extend that to black people. There's enough people attacking black people. I don't want to be on that road. So I would rather be positive with it. You feel what I'm saying? Like I just feel like I want us to find a way, and by us I mean everybody, find a way to internalize positivity. If you been told you was ugly by somebody, or let's just say somebody said, oh, you black and ugly, and now for the rest of your life you're looking at it like, yo, y'all, like, I'm black and ugly, I'm gonna bleach my skin. But you've been told by 59 other people that you was beautiful. So 59 versus one person that said you was black and ugly. You gave more weight to the one person that said you was black and ugly. And that's not to like minimize people who get called black and ugly. It's to say there are very few people who get more insults than they get compliments. I know y'all want to act like just everybody's just always getting insulted all the time. Some people do get insulted often, but the majority of people don't get any comments about their looks at all. They don't get comments about their accolades, their success, their intelligence at all. You're just internalizing negativity. And a lot of times you're internalizing negativity that you've seen bestowed upon somebody else. You saw somebody else get called black and ugly. Or you saw a post about somebody else talking about the time that they got called black and ugly. It never even happened to you. You just internalized it happened to somebody else because it's negative. And and for whatever reason, we just thrive in that atmosphere. Right? I just want us to stop doing it though. I seen a post going viral a few days ago on Twitter, and it was talking about how, hey, let's not act like women aren't getting these surgeries because the men that they want bodies like this. And I'm just like, So how you feel about yourself is so low that a man that you've never met before wanted something, even though he never told you what he wanted. You're just guessing because he had a girlfriend that looked like that. But let's just say a man that you never met wants something. You're willing to mutilate your body because you think that what you look like now is not sufficient for a person you never even met. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. It would never will. Like we gotta find a better way, man. We gotta find a better way to channel some positive thoughts about ourselves to ourselves. This thing ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. This is about when you sit there silently and there's nobody else around you talking to you. What do you think to yourself about yourself? That's what it's about. I heard a great quote from Amaretta, the rapper, one time. Amaretta the Great. I heard a great quote from her one time. She said something great. She said, people used to call me ugly when I was a kid. And I used to just look in the mirror trying to figure out what they was seeing. Because I think I'm bad. That's what I feel we should be doing. Like, she was like, I just don't know what they looking at. I just don't see it. I think I look great. And guess what? When she got older, all she does, she's an adult now. Now all she do is get compliments about how cute she looked. And it's not to say that those compliments mean anything. She said when she used to go home, she would look in the mirror and try to see what they saw. And she just couldn't. That's how strong her self-esteem was. That's what we need. And not that, like, everybody's different. Of course, I can't tell you to be as strong as the next person or as weak as the next person, whatever. But I'm just saying that at least attempt to get yourself there. I thought that was the flyest thing any rapper, a message that a rapper could have put out there. I thought that was the flyest thing. Yo, they was telling me I was ugly. I was going home in the mirror trying to see it. I just couldn't see it. I think I'm bad. That's the best messaging that could have went out there to young girls if y'all want to pay attention, because everybody always act like, oh, the rappers always only put out these negative sex images and all that. Why y'all don't talk about when Amaretta said that, though? Because that's a great quote for your daughters to look at and learn from. But y'all don't want to talk about that, though. I don't want to talk about that. See, like I said, I see it all. The stuff that stick with me is the good stuff. You understand what I'm saying? That's just me. That's just how my personality is. I can't help it. You understand? And look, when you get to that point of starting to talk good about yourself and feel good about yourself, trust me, the devil is coming. I'm not religious, but the people are going to try to tell you stuff about yourself to try to beat you back down. Trust me. Because the way I am now, I've been like this since I was a little kid. You understand what I'm saying? I've been like this. People do not like when you just have like an unnatural allegiance to yourself. People are going to try to use every narcissist word in the book to try to tell you why you shouldn't think that way about yourself. But just trust me here. If somebody calls you a narcissist, you can't care. It's not an insult. Who cares? They're not a clinical doctor. They can't diagnose you. Who cares? Half the time, they don't even know what narcissist means. So who cares? I guarantee you one thing. It's better to speak positively about yourself than it is to speak negatively about yourself. I guarantee you that much. Okay?